just come down in 3, 2, 1. So you get that going, okay? You get the old trainer going, and then what you do? When I was about 4 years old was my first item, and what got me hooked on it is just the love of America's team and loving football, playing football, growing up in this area, and just bleeding silver and blue. Oh my gosh, we're late. It's almost, we're not missing kickoff. We gotta hurry up. And then before every big game, you gotta have what? The national anthem, right? During the national anthem, or right after it, you've gotta have the flyover, right? Let's move on to another room and I'll show you some stuff. Here's my buddy Emmett over here, having some chips. Can't beat Deuce Deuce, NFL's all-time leading rusher. You might as well see his gloves, some of his gloves and rookie cards and things of that nature. Got to have Deuce Deuce in the kitchen. Jason, what's going on? Over here, you got some items. Larry Allen right here, one of the greatest offensive linemen of all time. One pretty cool item would probably have to be this right here, still in the packaging. It's a Dallas Cowboy model of a cheerleader van. Come on in, take a look. We got Jerry here, Jerry light switch cover. Then you got the stadium toilet seat for your comfort. Stained glass, plates, all kinds of bathroom, Dallas Cowboys soap and anything, razors, you name it. It's got Cowboys on it, you probably find it here. And you got the ABC's Monday Night Football there, truck, all kinds of vans, Tonka toys, you name it, Cowboys. Let's see, this room here is something really cool. That'd probably be
top of the afternoon, top of the afternoon, top of the afternoon. It's your boy B Jizzle. And I'm trying to figure out why I'm not live on Facebook. So let me just deal with this. In life, like I said, there'll always be technical difficulties. So let's see. I think we got it fixed there. I think we're live on LinkedIn. I think we're officially live on Facebook now. Look at your boy, man. Scrambling like Randall up here with mine, y'all. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And we're live on YouTube. So shout out to everybody that was on YouTube early. Yeah, I was watching the notifications trying to figure out why is Facebook taking almost 2 minutes to get my live going. But top of the afternoon, it is Saturday the 21st. We are 75 days away from the Thursday night football game, y'all. If you're excited about that, do me a favor, press the like button, man. Do me a favor, press the share button on your timeline. Your boy comes with gifts today. I got gifts, I got guests, I got links, I got their work. We got everything, baby. It is time to tap in on a high noon. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But I got a special guest. There we go. We're live. Can tap in on that. I want to be able to track stars today because if you got your stars, we're going to be giving away a autographed Tony Casillas jersey. That's right. 75 days away. 2-time Super Bowl champion. Only the second Sooner to ever hoist the Lombardi. What? Yeah, Tony Casillas will be 75 days away today. So y'all tap in and join us. We're live on all 3 platforms. Like I said, I got Stoney live at his Smithsonian today. Let's just welcome him to the show right now. How we doing today, Stoney? Or maybe he's not there. All that for nothing. I think we got a technical difficulty on that end. Maybe he'll pop back up on here in a minute. So if you're live and you're talking to me in the comments, let me know. Good morning. There he goes right there. Top in the building, baby. Brand new Patreon Raise the Bar subscriber. That's what I'm talking about. Top is in the building. Top is official now, y'all. He is competing for Gym Rat of the Month, y'all, as we got Gym Rat of the Month competition still kicking off. How many Big Val hats has he made during his 8-year career? If you're on my Patreon, you need to get inside that exclusive chat and go put in your number because the number closest to the one he gave me, you're going to win a Big Val hat. That's right. We're going to give that away. Welcome, Top, to the show, baby. Good to see you. What up, Sterling? Top of the morning. How we doing? Or should I say top of the afternoon? I think we got my guy Stoney back in the green room. We'll get him on the show in just a second. What up, Prototype? 2-time Gym Rat of the Month in the building. in the building. She said she going for 3 times in a row. Men, can we show up? Top. I need you to get in the chat, man, and go put how many hats you think Big Val has made in his 8-year career. We can't let Sarah win another Gym Rat of the Month. The ladies is kicking ass 2 times in a row. We see you tapping in. And speaking of the ladies, there go the top jersey sale right there, winner from last month. She says she's in on that Dez Bryant. And as a reminder, I do have 4 spots left on my Dez Bryant Nike authentic jersey with a JSA COA up for raffle, $25 a ticket. But let's get our guy Stoney back to the show. Little technical difficulties over there, Stoney.
You got anything? You got us yet?
Yeah. I tried to tap y'all in a while ago, and it was a dark screen, and I was like, doop. But we got you back now, so welcome from Arlington. How we doing down there from the motherland?
We're excited, man. We're excited about the season.
Yeah?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's not like anybody's counting. Yeah, it's not like anybody's counting, right? A big Tony Casillas away today. And I just want to kick this show off today with, if everybody don't know who Stoney is, you will know after today's show. But if you do know who Stoney is, you know Stoney's met quite a few Cowboy players before he even had Michael Irvin come knock on the door, tell him he was invited to the Ford Hall of Fans. You see the commissioner down there below come to his house, give him a couple of tickets to the Super Bowl and things. But I want to ask you, Stoney, has Stoney ever met Tony?
I've met Tony, yes, sir. He's the short time I did get to meet him, he's a great guy. You know, he's funny, he's cool to be around. He does the newscasts down here too, on the news station. So
yeah, I see him very active on social media and everything. And we do have a Tony Casillas jersey to give away. No thanks to UPS. It's still not in my mailbox, but get your stars, top stars today on this broadcast. We're going to be streaming for at least another 50 minutes. We got a long show today. Top stars in the building for today's show will win this Tony Casillas autographed jersey with COA. I should have it today by 5 p.m., but it's a Tony Casillas as Stoney's telling us about
throwback.
Yeah, and I know you got some cards over there too as well. You got like a pack of 10 cards over there. Tell us what you got going on with them Tony Casillas cards.
We got a lot of the the great Tony Casillas defensive tackle for the Dallas Cowboys cards here. He was a great player and helped us win them Super Bowls. But we got a lot of cards of him to add to the collection there. Some stuff for you.
That's nice. That's about a good 10 piece over there. Look like 10 piece nuggets.
10 different ones.
Okay. Yeah. Now if you're
enjoy them.
Yeah. Now if you're on my Patreon, you would have already known this already. So shout out to everybody that's on a free 7-day trial. You can join. I got over 100 folks. As a matter of fact, one person on a free trial may be able to walk away with this bottle of Crown away. We're going to give this bottle of Crown away today to one of our Patreons. But if you're on my Patreon, you would have seen these cards. I got these and put them on there last night. We want to thank Stoney for donating these today for the show. One lucky Patreon will win this on our wheel of names, as we got a few prizes to give away. I'll also be giving away this 88 poster. One lucky Patreon supporter today will win the 88 behavior. Y'all see I'm on my 88 behavior. As I want to ask you this other question, Jason Witten and Dez Bryant are eligible for the 2026 Hall of Fame. Do you see either one, both, or none of them making the Hall of Fame?
I think Jason's first rounder,
First ballot, Jason?
First ballot, yeah.
Yeah, we had this discussion here the other day. Now, I know Dez is the all-time reception leader for touchdowns on the Dallas Cowboys at 73, but I think some are saying that might not be enough, and maybe Dez with no ring might not get into the Hall of Fame.
No, I don't. If he does, it's going to be a long time from now. I don't think he's got a chance this year.
Yeah. But if you agree with Stoney, I agree with Stoney. We had a show on the 72 days countdown. Yeah, that was right. We did our J-Dub countdown. So make sure you join the conversation below and let us know as we're Tony Casillas days away today. And then on Monday, I'll be live with my guy, 2023 Gym Rat of the Year, Mike Rock, on Larry Allen days as we highlight Larry Allen on Monday. But today it's all about Tony Casillas, and we're talking about your museum. So what's going on new at Stoney Smithsonian? Stoney?
Man, there's a lot going on around here. There's all kinds of stuff happening. We got, new stuff coming in all the time for people to see, and as well as, if somebody wants to come down here and watch that first game, they can even spend the night at the museum now.
That's right. You've got your bed and breakfast done. Is that You know, we seen that intro video coming in there with the model coming down. I think you said you renovated that space. That is now the bed and breakfast back there, right?
Yo, yeah, it's all been remodeled and everything, and doesn't look nothing like it did before. So I think you really enjoy staying here if somebody needs to.
Yeah, I mean that invitation is out there, and in case you did not know, Stoney has his official website up. I'm going to share this. Like I said, if you're on my Patreon, shout out to my state board of governors. They knew this about a week ago.
Yeah.
So if you're on my Patreon, you get this information early, but there's the link in the comments. If you plan on coming to Arlington for a Cowboys game this season, you need to holler at my guy Stoney. Go through his museum and check it out, because it is all that in a bag of chips. But you said you done some renovations and things, right? Is there anything else new outside of the bed and breakfast?
Oh, a bunch of new display cases full of stuff. You know, eventually you run out of room, so you got to add some more room. So we got some new display cases full of stuff, and more to come before y'all come here. So,
right.
Yeah, I got enough stuff to fill them all up. So there's a lot to see. That and the bed and breakfast, you know, every off season, people's wondering what's going to be new. So, you know, for the upcoming season.
I know we were there at the home opener last year. We brought a couple of crews through. Shout out to Cowboy Stars of the Carolinas with Tina Mosley out there, the president. She came through with her crew. Some other folks had came through, and you were there.
Nice people.
Yeah, you guys are out there humping in the sweat. You and your son was over there, you know, being as cordial and as casual as possible with all the folks that's coming through. But you've also got something set up that I think is very important that everybody needs to know about too as well, is now you have your donation fund set up, correct? On your website.
Yes, we do. If you just scroll all the way to the bottom of that website, you'll see it down there. Be able to donate to the museum here.
Good. I think that's critical, because if you guys understand, like I know, keeping up with the Joneses is hard enough.
Right.
I think Stoney would agree, because I mean, Stoney been going back and forth to the stadium for years. I mean, look at his house. His house is nothing but a big old collection case of everything. I mean, if you had to put, and I don't really mean to ask you this, but I think some folks may want to know, Stoney, if you had to put like a dollar sign on all of the stuff that you bought that's in your house, is there a ballpark number anywhere you might be able to share with us?
Man, I really don't know. I just it's a lot, but you know, I just do it because I love the Cowboys. I would never sell any of it or anything like that. So
yeah,
you know, as far as dollar amount, I'd have to sit down and figure all that out, and I've never done it.
Yeah, I know. I haven't spent near as much probably as you spent on your house, especially trying to keep up with the Joneses and going to games. Thank you. We see 500 stars coming in. Megan Shorty getting the star gang going. Let's go, baby. Get your stars. Let's get in it. Top stars today is going to take home this Tony Casillas autographed jersey with a COA. That's right. It's a certified jersey as we talk about Stoney and his updates at the museum. I'm excited because, being able to donate, I think that's important. Now,
for sure.
Even if folks can't make it, I think it's important because, you know, like you said, you do this out of the love of your heart. And that's one thing that, you know, we were talking on the phone the other day and I said, man, it's crazy. I remember meeting you the first time all the way back in 2018. And here we are 7 years later. But all fans celebrate their team differently, and fans show their love for their team differently. And just because you got a house full of stuff doesn't mean that makes you more of a fan than somebody that doesn't. But you do this out of the love of your heart. Like you said, you would never sell it. You know, you do this because you love this team. When did you first fall in love with the team?
Well, so when I was a little kid, about 4 years old. But I mean, this stuff I've just been collecting my whole life, and it just happened to turn into a museum. You know, I didn't mean for it to or anything. It just kind of happened, and I just do it because I love the team, and we've always, you know, done it for free. We let any of the Cowboy fans come in here to see it and check it out. We've always shuttled people down to the games for free, and now that we're retired, so this is going to be our full-time deal. You know, putting all of our time and efforts into this place.
Yeah, no, I think that's important that you share that. You know, you didn't begin this as I want to create this museum. I remember in 2018, like I seen a couple of diehards. I think a couple of folks from the True Blue crew. Shout out the True Blue crew. Right, they got me in contact with you over because you weren't really active on Facebook at the time. I was like, man, I need to get his number. Like, I want to go to his house. I need to see his place. Like, that shit is like magical. He got going on over there, and you know, the word kind of got out, and folks, you know, wanted to start taking these tours. But now I think it's kind of grown into what it is. And I think it's perfectly fine to be able to donate, especially if you don't get a chance to go. you want to donate to Stoney's because it can improve. And we're going to have some pictures here because I got a group of 5 folks that's going to join me. Like you said, Stoney said Built Different Group is the first group to go through on his bed and breakfast. And I think the best way to celebrate that is let's give away something to drink. Who's ready to drink? Do you drink, Stoney, or no?
Oh,
You drink a little Crown Royal?
Yeah.
You got this Dallas Cowboys 2024 limited edition. It's been community property. We've been trying to give it away. Thank you. I see Sterling with 200 stars on the board. Let's go. Let's go. We got that Tony Casillas jersey to give away as you see Tony spinning around. But I got this bottle of Crown to give away. Now, there is a disclaimer. Now, I did this on a real challenge on social media, just so everybody's aware. You know, initially I wanted to give this away. One of my supporters was supporting me and then just disappeared. I don't know, fell off the face of the earth. I couldn't get in contact. So it went back into community property. So we're here sharing it again today, but it was a real challenge. You had to sign up on my 7-day Patreon trial. Okay, that was part of the deal there. Now we've got active folks on here and those folks that signed up for that free trial. So if you sign up on that free trial, you're eligible. And if you're a active subscriber on my Patreon, you're also qualified to win this. So we're going to spin this away and give this bottle of Crown Royal away today on a Saturday, because you know you got to drink a little something or smoke a little something to be a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh, yeah. Got to celebrate going to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl, especially if we win Thursday Night Football. You know everybody's going to say it.
As far as I'm concerned, we're going to the Super Bowl every year. But
yeah.
We'll try to
is that Mike Rock? Is that no? Don't tell me. Is that Mike Rock? I don't know. I think. Let me make sure Mike Rock's name is Mike Rock's full name is on there. So that's a different Mike. All right, that's one of the Mikes that signed up for the free subscription. So I'll get in contact with you on that. So congratulations on that. Now, if you're on my free trial for a Patreon, you know, getting this information early is beneficial to some, and you can get it early too. Just like I said, I shared a lot of this information with my crew a couple of months ago, and then we got this nailed down with his website. We're sharing that there. So this also helps support the only website sharing stories, because we wrote the story about Stoney's house there. If you just Google Stoney on OAT.
Yeah.
And you've had quite a few folks. You've had news. I mean, you've had the commissioner there. Like, what's been the biggest surprise for folks who showed up at your house?
I think the biggest surprise would probably been Roger Goodell. I mean, he is the boss, you know, of the league. So it doesn't get much bigger than that. And when you don't know he's coming and he just shows up, it's crazy.
Yeah, just showing up at your doorstep. I mean, what time of day was it when he showed up?
Well, he was in town to watch that Seattle Cowboy playoff game, and friends are coming over. We're getting ready to watch the game, and they're like, "Did you know there's a bunch of police and limos out in front of your house?" I said, "No." So I started walking towards the front, and there he is.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Pretty crazy. And then he gave us Super Bowl tickets on top of that. So we're truly blessed, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you can see that picture right down there below Stoney. That is the commissioner showing up at Stoney. As you see Stoney holding up the 2 tickets, as we are giving you the tickets to Stoney's bed and breakfast today. As you see, we featured Stoney on our blog in 2018, shortly after I went and visited him. So anytime you support any level on my Patreon, you're making sure that the website that features fans like Stoney up, that you can learn about year round on our website. So that is ultimately what about all the prizes and everything else is
Barry, it's going to be a heck of an experience, you know, for somebody to be able to come here and stay at the museum on site, you know, in a nice brand new place. And, you know, I think it'd be very exciting to be able to spend the night here and do the museum and have the because we'll be making big old country breakfast and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, because when I seen bed and breakfast, and I was like, okay, that's what I was wondering. What kind of cowboy breakfast can, you know, the crews expect when they come through? Is it one specific type, or is it kind of make it as you go type of deal?
Well, no, it'll probably be pretty much the same deal most of the time. I mean, you can always get cereal or stuff like that, cold breakfast, but we'll be having the whole, you know, the scrambled eggs, the biscuits, the gravy, the tortilla, everything, man. We're going to have it all for breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal of any time. I could eat it, you know, morning, noon, and night.
Man, say less. That's my favorite meal of the day too, as well. So
breakfast. So we'll be whooping it up big time when it comes to, you know.
And then, you know, before we even get to breakfast, I mean, we're going to have breakfast, and then Also, let's back it up because on Saturday, the night before, you know, you've got a few of your cowboy cars, and what I'd like to do is put out a beep or a bolo. Be on the lookout, you know, or put out this public cowboys announcement. There we go. PCA. Here's a PCA. We want anybody who has any kind of Dallas Cowboy vehicles, painted, stickered, whatever. If you're riding around Dallas Cowboys representing them boys, we're gonna have a time to come out that you'll be able to meet at Stoney's on Saturday night, because Saturday morning, why I think we'll have breakfast. That's going to be an early breakfast because we got to get ready and do this parade, right? We're going to do this parade of cowboy vehicles around AT&T Stadium before the home opener, right?
5 times, one for every Super Bowl.
Oh, we're going to do 5 laps around AT&T Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm with that.
Bring your cowboy cars and come on.
I'm with that. So, hey, there you heard it. If you know somebody with a Dallas Cowboys vehicle that will be in town September 13th before we kick the Giants' ass week 2, because you know we beating the Eagles' ass. Just press like if you agree. We beating the Eagles' ass on Thursday Night Football. We're going to spoil their banner night, but we need all the Cowboy cars to show up at Stoney. So if you got interest in showing up, make sure to hit me with a DM. We want all the Cowboy cars there because you got a big parking lot right next to your house there, right?
Yeah, we'll stage here behind the museum, and you know, everybody line up, and then it's just 1.6 miles here from the museum, so we stage here, and then everybody go down and lap it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because I do have a tentative 88 behavior bowling tournament going down that Saturday evening. So we're going to try to put the vehicles there before, and when I get the tournament information, we'll put that all together so you can expect more on that. But we're putting out on the lookout for anybody with the Cowboy cars, you know, to come out Saturday night to Stoney. So let's get back to making sure everybody understands. We shared the link in the comments down there below on Stoney. We featured him in 2018. Like we said, your support helps support sharing stories about Stoney and how you can get in contact with these Dallas Cowboy fans, because I think that's cool. Now, people that never heard of you until today now can go to your website, right, Stoney, and they can reach out to you and make an appointment to come and do a tour.
Absolutely, man. Just get ready for a lot of fun. Yeah, it's good. It's ready to go. We'll be ready for you and waiting. We can't wait for y'all to get here, man.
All right, good deal. Let's go ahead and let's give out another prize. Okay, we've got all of the free members removed, and now we have the paid subscribers. We're going to give a 88 behavior poster away today. So if you're on my Patreon, get ready. Your name is on that list. If I can get to it and update it here. There we go. There we go. Top is in the building. Top is eligible here. We got 19 folks here. So let's spin the wheel. Let's find out who's going to win an 88 behavior poster. As you see, I got the 88s behind me hanging out and the 88 behavior. Who is your favorite 88? I think it's Michael Irvin, right, Stoney?
Man, I love them both. I really love Drew. You know, he's original, and I love Michael too, man. I can't ever pick something out like that. I love them all.
There we go. Mike Rock, 2023 Gym Rat of the Year, continuing to stack his prizes, man. Congratulations, Mike Rock. That's our 88 poster to give away. Like we said, we got a Tony Casillas jersey up. Shout out to Megan with another 200 stars. Let's go. We need to get to at least 5,000 stars here today. Help us reach our star goal. Half of the stars that we get here today to raise for this Tony Casillas jersey, we're going to donate to Stoney's museum. So if you're donating stars today, you're donating them to win Tony Casillas. They'll ultimately go up for Drew Pearson, and we're going to donate half of the proceeds tonight on this show right now to Stoney's museum, because you got that pack of 10 cards over there too as well. So tell us about those cards. Are they, first of all, how many Tony Casillas total cards you think you got?
We got about 10 different ones here, different brands, you know, different Flair tops or, you know, Upper Deck, just different brands. Tony Casillas didn't have a whole lot of cards out there, but, you know, he was originally drafted by the Falcons.
That's right.
We got him through trade. But, yeah, these are all his different brands of cards that he has out right now.
That's cool. I'm not a card collector, so if we got any card collectors that are in the building, make sure you leave us a comment down there below. What are some of the names of the cards? I know there's like the tops or something like that.
Well, this one here is called Pinnacle.
Okay.
It's a Tony Casillas card. You know, here's another one. It's Pacific, I believe. Yeah, this one's a Pacific card. They're just like different brands, like Topps or whatever, Topps and Bowman, just different brands. But they're good looking cards, I'll tell you. We got them in top loaders and sleeves and everything for you. Keep them protected.
All right, so anybody that's on a paid subscription, we're going to raffle those off on the Wheel of Names here. I'm going to go back to those Wheel of Names. So congratulations to Mike and Mike. So Mike on a free subscription. See, you can win on a free subscription. I'll have another free subscription promo next month. We got over 100 free subscribers. I'm going to need you guys that are on there today. Make sure and convert so that way you can compete in this Raise the Bar competition. We got a current Raise the Bar competition. If you can guess the number of hats that Big Val has made over his 8-year career in the Patreon chat, closest number will win. I'm going to move that out for another week. I thought I was going to do that here today, but I got the hats being mailed up to Alaska because yours truly will be up in Alaska next week. Have you ever been deep sea fishing before, Stoney?
Actually, I have.
Wow. Where
at? Near the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How would you catch out there?
Well, I didn't catch anything, but we tried like hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were working up there, so.
Okay. All right. I got you. Yeah, I'll be headed back to Alaska for my Great Alaska Fishing Trip 2.0 with my guy RC up in AK. You know, he's the coldest cowboy fan I know. Shout out to Megan with another 500 stars. Megan is gunning for Tony Casillas. Thank you. We see Big Val is in the building. You know Big Val, right, Stoney?
Yeah.
The hat plug. You've met Big Val before?
I believe so. Hadn't she been over here?
No. Big Val is Valentin Robles, my hat plug, the guy that makes all the custom cowboy hats.
No. I have not.
Yeah, he's in the building. 530 stars. We appreciate you tapping in the hat plug. Yeah, the hat plug actually donated 2 hats. We got a top fisherman hat for whoever's going to catch the most fish on this trip. You'll get a custom Big Val Alaska fishing hat. And I got a DC4L hat. If you're on my Patreon, you've already seen it. That'll be the one we're giving away. If you can guess the total number of hats Big Val has given away as he's donated some stars here on Tony Casillas Day. Let's get some shout outs to the folks in the comments. We see y'all hanging around. Appreciate y'all tapping in today. Diana says, looking forward to come and stay with us. That's your wife, right? Yeah.
What kind of fish you catching up there, Barry?
We got a halibut, rockfish. I actually caught a lean cod, which it was the biggest fish, but I couldn't keep it. So I technically didn't catch it because, you know, in Texas, that whole conversation. But anyway, we had to let it go because you had to have a permit. It wasn't in season. I was at 5 days away from catching a 5-foot-long lean cod. But no, they caught a lot of. We caught about 41 pounds of halibut and rockfish.
I heard that rockfish is good eating.
Yeah. For those folks that eat it,
I'd like to try it sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking maybe, you know, next year, you know, it's open. We got an open invitation for folks. Still, you know, we're heading on our second trip here this next week. But shout out to One Star One Family founder DJ Kai. He'll be joining us up there on our second go round. But we're always looking for Dallas Cowboy diehards like yourself to come out there and join us. So thank you, Big Val. Another 972 stars in the building. He says he want to get his hands on that Tony Casillas as we learn about Stoney's bed and breakfast. Yeah.
That Casillas jersey, that's a throwback, isn't it? Or is it the regular jersey?
No, it's a custom. It's a custom jersey. But it's a throwback custom jersey. Yeah.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Those are nice.
All my Jersey folks will correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's with the star on the sleeves.
Yeah,
it's not an official NFL licensed one, but it is a custom jersey. So you don't find, you know, the old guys.
Is not Tony Casillas, but it looks something like that, right? With a blue sleeves with a white star on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got it. Let's get to some more comments. Let's see who's tapping in with us. Sarah's tapping in from Michigan. Says, my dad and I have an amazing Nolan collection, and it's not just cards. You talking about Nolan who? Who is that? The picture out there? Who you talking about? Top tapping in says, total for all the hats or just the Cowboys only? Total number of custom hats, because he makes them for not just the Dallas Cowboys. He's also making them for, I think they just had a big soccer game at AT&T Stadium here the other day. You know, they're making them for the Team Mexico, the FIFA League, you know, big Jerry's in the big FIFA out there. I mean, he also makes it for all the other 31 teams.
Yeah.
Rockfish and trout are awesome. Yeah, we're catching rockfish and halibut, but hopefully we catch some bigger fish this time, because I mean, I've seen some of these deep sea fishing charters up there. I mean, they're pulling up, I'm pulling up, rock, halibut is like 5 feet tall. I'm like, we were catching like little 2-footers.
You do flounders too?
Say again?
Do you catch flounders up there as well?
No, they just take us to where the halibut holes are at.
Okay.
They go, it's like about an hour, maybe an hour and a half drive out from Seaward. So we fly into Anchorage, then we take about a 2.5 hour trip down to Seaward. That's Seward. That's the capital of Alaska. And then from there, we catch our charter out, and it's about an hour and a half through the mountains to get up out of there. It's absolutely beautiful, though, in Alaska. I mean, just the sightseeing alone on the way in and out is just picturesque.
I could only imagine.
Yeah, Sterling says fish fry. Yeah, actually what they do is on this trip, you don't even have to worry about cleaning your fish or anything. You know what I mean? You come back, it's a total professional thing. They take your fish, they go hang them up for you. You can take photos after that. They send them across the street. They chop them and pack them up. You can take them home on ice that day. You can even mail them back to the lower 48. As you know, right. Alaska is the 49th state.
It don't get no fresher than that.
No, it don't. That's fresh right there. As we get back to your website, which I think is actually your son put this together, right?
He did. He's done all the legwork.
Man, look, I'm telling you, Stoney Jr. is doing it, baby. Shout out to all my creators out there. He got their website up and running. Like we said, their donate button is down at the bottom. It's a great website. It's fast, it's clean, it's to the point.
We like it.
Not a lot going on. Now, you've also got followings on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and or X and Instagram, right?
Yes, we got all of them. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there's his following right there on social media. If y'all would like to follow my guy Stoney right there, I'll take this website, place it in the comments again. Congratulations to all our winners today. We got some more prizes to give away. Let's go ahead and give away these Tony Casilla cards. Who is up for the Tony Casillas cards? It's a 10-piece, not 10-piece nuggets from McDonald's. This 10-piece Tony. This is 10-piece Casillas.
75 days left, almost 74.
Yeah, that's right. 75 days as we celebrate Tony Casillas, 2-time Super Bowl champion. You're right. He played 4 years, I think, for Atlanta. Then he came to Dallas for 3, and he won 2 rings.
Yeah, man.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah.
A lot of folks are saying we need to go get us a OG defensive tackle. I don't know. How are you liking that rookie that we drafted, Jay Toya, that big Samoan guy that's supposed to be clogging up the middle? Have you heard anything about him?
I like him. Everything that I've seen, he looks great. The videos that I've seen of him.
Right.
So, we don't really have a choice on that. He's got to get in there and get the job done.
Yeah, a lot of folks are saying we should go sign us a defensive tackle, but I think with that Solomon kid, we'll pull up the depth chart here in just a minute. As I get to the wheel, we're going to give away these Tony Casilla 10-piece Tony Casillas right here. Who's spinning with Tony today?
Somebody will enjoy those for sure.
Oh, is that going to be RC or Nicole? Maybe RC. Oh, Nicole. I know she's going to love him. We call her Miss Fanatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Fanatics. She's she's all over my Fanatics link. I'm a Fanatics affiliate. So shout out to Nicole Craig. Big time. She's a state board of governor. Big time supporter on Facebook. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies continuing to win. She got a 10-piece Tony Casillas. And what I'll do is, I'll just give you her address on the back end, and I guess we'll figure out how we can get them mailed to her or whatnot.
Okay, yeah.
But shout out to Nicole Craig. We appreciate that. Congratulations, Nicole, as we continue to talk about Stoney's Museum. Now, all the folks are going to be sleeping in the bed and breakfast in the back, right? You got room for 6, right?
Yeah, we got room for 6, and we can make room for more if we have to.
Oh, okay. So normally just starting out, we're going to be this first crew to go a half a dozen through there. So you got a couple of bedrooms, some open spaces. You got bathrooms back there. You got TVs. What else you got back there? You got anything else interesting back there?
Yeah, we got the city that comes down out of the ceiling. And of course, that's for the tours and stuff. But, we got the kegerator, if you like kegerators.
Dining room table.
Yeah, we got the dining room table. I mean, it's just like it's kind of like a apartment in there. Basically, that's what it is.
Okay. All right, it's going to be nice and cozy. Yeah, the BDG crew is going to be rolling through. I'm still looking for 3 VIPs. I already got 2 locked in. I can tell you about one. It's one of our official sponsors. Shout out to my guy, King Sharon. He's going to be out there. Red Oak Builders coming up from Gladewater, Texas. You met him last year when we came through for the home opener. Remember, Stoney? We was all out there. Yeah, shout out to my buddy, King Sharon. We left your spot, went directly from your spot from the tour last year and went over to Hurtado's Barbecue. Have you had some Hurtado's before?
I have not.
What?
Is that downtown Arlington?
Yeah, it's downtown Arlington.
Yes.
Veteran owned and operated. He just got a big award, just launched another book. Like Hurtado's Barbecue's blowing up over there in Arlington.
Yeah, it's really good. Them peppers are awesome.
Chris Martinez is tapping in. He says, Stoney, what's your thoughts on the first game of the season? Who will be the player that breaks out? Great question, Chris.
That is a good question. I want to see Dak have a great game.
Hello.
Bounce back from last season, so I just want to see him have a great season for sure and get us to the playoffs and where we need to be. To me, this is like his, the last chance. So,
well, and I know that the sky will be falling after week 1 should the inevitable happen, which I don't think it will. But we go up there and we squat on their banner night and kill them on banner night. I mean, that's going to flip the whole narrative. Everybody's going to forget about the Super Bowl winning champions because now in this season, the Cowboys beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. I think we're going to probably break streaming records. I don't know what the total streaming record is right now, but I think on Thursday Night Football, Stoney, I don't know, there might be a prop bet in Vegas somewhere about how many people are going to watch this game. It's going to be a lot of folks with their eyes on this game.
Well, the Eagles have lost a lot of good players this season. And there's no reason whatsoever the Cowboys can't go up there and beat them. They should beat them, and I think they will.
Yeah, they had a big turnover on their defensive side of the ball. Vic Fangio has his work cut out for him. Thank you, Chris Martinez, for those 100 stars. We appreciate that. We still got the Tony Casillas jersey up for grabs. This is for this show. Top stars for this show will win the Tony Casillas autographs jersey. I'll have it in my hand here today. Was hoping that I'd have it yesterday. But y'all know how USPS is sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But thank you, Chris Martinez, for those 100 stars. Remember, all stars still matter. They do go ultimately toward Drew Pearson for top stars this month. But yeah, I think that one of the breakout players, I think he asked who would be who knows? I mean, nobody knows what this Schottenheimer offense is going to look like, Stoney.
Yeah, we're about to find out in about 75 days.
Yeah, and I think that's like the ultimate. I think that's why Jerry went to the league and said, look, if I'm going to hire Schottenheimer, nobody knows anything about this guy and what we're about to do, especially with what we got. And I think we can go up there and beat them on banner night. I was surprised the league bought off on that because I thought normally you have the couple of Super Bowl folks that was in the Super Bowl last year play on Thursday Night Football. But nope, it's going down, and I think we're going to break streaming records.
They're America's team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they'll get them all. They'll get all the Thursdays and Mondays and.
Yeah, we're actually playing 4 Thursday games this season.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Prime time. That's right where they should be.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the Cowboys depth chart here for the folks as we talk a little bit of Cowboys coming in. Some of the breakout players. As we talk about the Tony Casillas today, looking at our defensive tackles right now, you got Osa and Mike. You got Mozzie and Osa. Mozzie on the first team reps. Now, a lot of folks have been saying Mozzie Smith is a bust, but the current ESPN depth chart that I'm about to share with y'all in the comments has Mozzie as starting defensive tackle on the left side. You got
Mozzie's
Osa.
came a long way.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're along the way and somebody else's and mine, and maybe all three different, but I know a lot of folks are going to be like, hey, why is Mozzie starting at left defensive tackle? We got Osa at right defensive tackle. I'll just pull up the depth chart here as we talk a little bit of Cowboys with my guy Stoney today. You're just joining us. Say hello in the chat. If you take a look at this depth chart here, you got Mozzie and Osa, Jay Toa, the rookie, behind Mozzie. So I don't know. Is that a little pressure? That guy, I would think this rookie we drafted, Jay Toa, would come right in, but a lot of folks are saying no. And maybe that's why Mozzie's got the edge.
All you got to do is clog the hole.
Seems pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
It seems so easy a caveman could do it, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Mozzie's going to be greatly improved this year anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a make or break year for him too as well. I know the jury's been out on him saying he's a bust because we haven't had that production. He was a first round pick a few years ago. He's got to come up this now with this Solomon guy that we went and got. Now I know we went and picked up a couple of free agents over the last couple of weeks. I'll have my girl Kels tap back in to give us all the specifics here
I'm
soon.
sure they'll be rotating.
But yeah, this as we talk about Tony Casillas today, I wanted to look at the defensive tackles on our current roster today. So that link is down in the comments below on 75 days away. So get your stars in the building. Tony is still available. Top stars, I will look after this show is done and count them up. And the top stars will get this in the mail sent to them. Thank you. There she goes, Nicole Craig with 530 stars. There goes our winner. She just won them Tony Casillas cards again.
All right.
There's your cards, Miss Fanatics. There's your 10 Tony Casillas cards. It pays.
Little sample.
It pays to subscribe, baby. So hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put my memberships down there below. Make sure you get the Raise the Bar membership. Go ahead, Stoney. What'd you say, Stoney?
I was just saying, I hope she enjoys them.
Oh, yeah, she will. She's a big time. She's won some jerseys. She's all over supporting everything. Built Different Group, Patreon. She's actually leading the way for the ladies. Ladies are kicking ass and taking names here as the ladies have won Gym Rat of the Month in May and in April. So we got June's going still on. I'm going to push the Big Val hat competition out another week. So if you've not gone into the Patreon chat and put your total number of hats that you think Big Val has made over his 8-year career, you're not going to get a chance to win. And those hats are currently en route to Alaska. I'll have them in hand as I'll be live from Alaska next week. But thank you for those stars, Nicole. We appreciate you tapping in. Absolutely. Chris says 18.48 million December 4th last year is what I hear is the most viewed Thursday night football game. Let's break. Oh, easy 20 mil. Easy. First game of the year. Like just because it's the first game, everybody's tuning in.
Yeah.
Because you got everybody itching to bet that want to go and bet. Now they're going to want to go bet, right? All the fantasy football leagues are kicking off. First game of the season.
Dallas is going to whoop them.
Dallas, Philadelphia. Like, this is blockbuster. I don't think a lot of folks, you know, a blockbuster. I know you remember going to a blockbuster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They probably had one there in Arlington, right?
Oh, yeah. It was right around the corner.
Let me ask you this question. When you went into Blockbuster, were you able to find any of the Dallas Cowboy Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Did they have them on VHS in there?
Yeah, they had them on VHS.
That's dope.
When they first opened, they had them on beta, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a long time ago.
VHS still here. Some of them might be Blockbusters.
But this game is about to be Blockbuster on the streams. I think we're going to crack 20 million easily. I think it's the first game. I think Jerry knows what he's doing. And plus, you know, have you been keeping up with the Netflix stuff that's going out? Have you watched any of the cheerleader Netflixes the two that's came out already, Stoney, or no?
No, I really haven't, man.
I haven't either. But, you know, the Gambler's coming. You know, the whole history about Jerry Jones and how he built the Cowboys. That's getting ready to launch here. Let me just go ahead and grab that official date. I think Jerry's playing well into the streaming game because, you know, the Cowboys, we play on Netflix this year too.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never would have thought that.
Yeah, Jerry's playing right into the Netflix hands. That's right. August 19th is the official date. August 19th, The Gambler is dropping on Netflix. I can't wait because it's going to be a lot of commentary. I mean, you know what all of the networks talk about all our players, right? Can you imagine once this Netflix stuff hits, all of the ESPN network, everybody's going to be talking bananas about it, Stoney.
Oh, yeah, it will be crazy. That's for sure, especially if Jerry's involved.
Megan's tapping in, says the haters going to watch regardless. Yeah, they are. They keep up with our team more than their own. I mean, the other 12 teams, I already shared this on my timeline. If you didn't know, there's 12 teams that haven't won the Super Bowl. Y'all can't talk to us. Exactly. Megan says, shout out to the Cowboys cheerleaders. Yeah, finally getting their pay. I still think they're underpaid. I think they announced that they got a 400% pay increase. I mean, I still think they're underpaid because I think Tex Ram and them, you know, this stroke of genius with the cheerleaders. I mean, what was it like back in the day with you in Arlington and when the cheerleaders first came on the scene? Stoney, what can you share with us?
Well, the cheerleaders really don't have anything to do with the Dallas Cowboys other than being their cheerleaders. You know what I mean? I mean, it's two separate. The cheerleaders and the Cowboys are two totally separate things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they're the team's cheerleaders, but they are in no way like meshed in any way. Like
what was it like out there at Texas Stadium when they first rolled them out around there when you was going to games back in your heyday? You remember what it was like seeing the cheerleaders?
It still is today. There's a lot of people go out there just for the cheerleaders. They're world famous with the outfits that they have and the shows they have on TV, and I don't think that it would really be the Dallas Cowboys if they didn't have those cheerleaders. That's part of the program, and that's what makes part of what makes them America's team. It's the cheerleaders, for sure.
Absolutely.
Best looking ones in the NFL.
Hey, ain't no lies being told there. So congratulations to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders getting a pay raise. However, but they have helped spawn the game too. I mean, all teams have cheerleaders now, and it's a whole thing. Like when I actually toured, I got to tour the Death Star when I went to Vegas up in January, because the Cowboys are playing in Vegas this season. Are you traveling to any games this year, or are you not going to any games?
I probably got to hang here and work the museum.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd ask. I didn't know, because I don't think I've ever asked you before.
You never know what might happen.
Yeah. No, but I know the Las Vegas game is deemed the takeover game. So just like last year, we all flew to Atlanta. All of us boots on ground fans, all the Cowboy fan club. Shout out to the hard hitters, everybody that's out there in the trenches. We were all on the move in November last year in Atlanta. This year, it's going to be in Las Vegas. So when I was doing my homework earlier, I went and toured the Death Star earlier in January, and I'm going to tell you, they got their whole, they showed us the Raiderette locker room, and it looked like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, the powder room. They showed us everything, like the whole Raiderette thing. Like, I ain't trying to, start no beef or nothing, but, we played the Vegas Raiders this year. So shout out to the Raiderettes. Shout out to the Cowboys cheerleaders as they're on Netflix. So we want to show the ladies some love here today, too, because ladies been kicking ass over here, Stoney.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Here is our prototype right here with her 88 behavior shirt on. That is Sarah, two-time Gym Rat of the Month winner. She says she's shooting for 3 this month, fellas. Come on now, fellas. We need y'all in that chat. How many hats have Big Val made over the last 8 years? Well, anything else about the bed and breakfast? Anything else that's going on?
It really are looking forward to you guys coming and checking it out, because, I mean, it's bigger than any hotel room that you can get. I mean, unless you're in some kind of master suite or something, but it's really nice. It's a big area, big room, got everything you could need in there, from a coffee maker to the microwave to everything you'd need. It's really fixed up nice. Diana, she's my cheerleader. I wouldn't be able to do all this without her, and Stoney Jr. for that matter. And I really like, shout out to those guys and thank them for all that they do here at the museum. And, I wouldn't have that ready to go this season if it wasn't for them. And their work in it too. So I really appreciate you letting everybody know about it. And we look forward to people coming, the Cowboy fans coming, man. It's 75 days. Just like you said, here we go.
Yeah, Tony Casillas away. It's a no-brainer for me. Like I said, when I first had to seek you out on Facebook, that's where I started out when I created my group, Official America's Team. So shout out to everybody at OAT over there. I started networking with Cowboy fans in Senior Place, and I was like, I think I went through Jesse, what's his last name? I can't remember his last name, but anyway, I think he gave me your phone number. Contacted him. I think I posted some on Facebook, and then we showed up there in 2018. We did the story, featured you here on OAT, and then the next thing I know,
bowls and all that.
Huh?
You remember you got those plates and the bowls?
Yeah, my plates and bowls there. Yeah, but you don't have a pro shop. You don't have any of that stuff like that anymore to give away or to sell or anything, do you?
Well, I'll get doubles of stuff, and we have that in the back. We still have a shop in the back. Where the pool table's at, and you can play pool while you're here, and play.
You got I remember, I think Stoney Jr. took me and you got like a little conference room back there too, right? With Wi-Fi capabilities in there.
Yeah, we got us a little shop going back there where he takes care of all of his editing and stuff like that for our videos and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, because I look forward to getting in there, because we're going to do us a live show while we're there. Like I said, we're going to have 5 special guests coming through. Shout out to my guy, King Sharon. Red Rock Builders, Gym Rat of the Year, sponsor here. Shout out to Turf Caps, also co-sponsor. But Red Rock Builders will be in the building. We've got one more potentially locked in, but I still got 3 open VIP seats. So if you're on my Patreon, if you support my content, if you're going to the home opener, I need to know. I'm looking to fill those 3 VIP spots to spend the night. So pack your spend the night bag and come to Stoney's, because I'm looking forward to that breakfast, man. You got me hungry now.
The breakfast, man, we'll give you a tour all around everything up there at the stadium, give you rides all over that. You get to stay at the museum. It don't get no better, man, especially, they're going to win, too. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, I know. And then you got that chopper, too. I don't know how to drive no chopper. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know you got that Harley chopper. So we got any motorcycle drivers out there? You got the Cowboys chopper. You got Emmett. You got the truck. And then what do you call it? What do you call the van again?
Well, I never have named the van, actually.
Oh, okay.
But, did you see it's been repainted, right?
Yeah. When we was there at home opener last year, you pointed it out.
It was done then? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we give it, anybody who wants to ride in any of these vehicles or ride the motorcycle with me, we can do all that, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have the kegerator going. We got the bar down there. We got whatever you could possibly want. We have it here, man.
That's awesome. So if you're just joining us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or YouTube, if you're tapping in, we appreciate you joining us on this Saturday. Shoot your questions. What questions do you have for Stoney? We got a few more minutes before we get out of here. Get your stars in. Like we said, top stars today gets this Tony Casillas autographed jersey. Plus, all stars will go towards that Drew Pearson you see hanging behind me as well. Congratulations to our winners. We had Nicole win the Tony Casillas 10 card set there. As you see, Stoney's got our guy Mike Rock won the poster, 88 behavior poster, and we had Mike on a free subscription. Actually won, man, that's pretty good, man. On a free subscription, win a bottle of Crown. All he got to do is answer his email. We're going to see if he answers his email. It might go back to community property again. But you got questions, shoot them up there for us before we get out of here today. Thank you for joining us as we talk Cowboys. I'm looking forward to staying there too, because this is going to be like a whole blur. I think I'm getting in there probably about Thursday. We got some things we're going to meet. Have you been up to Playmakers yet up in the colony?
I have not. I've heard a lot about it, though. Yeah,
you should, maybe come up there and join us. We plan on being up there. Shout out to Star Gang in Atlanta. I know Star Gang is going to be pulling up to Playmakers again. We'll be at Playmakers on Friday night. I think Saturday might do rally days. I think they still got rally days going on at the stadium, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we might do some rally days, maybe do a tour with some folks through the stadium or something like that. I don't know. Maybe go back up to the Star. Who knows? But we definitely going to show back up. So if you have a Cowboys vehicle, Big Val, hope you listening. Put out the word, baby. I know you know them folks. All of the custom Cowboy cars that are driving around in Dallas for the home opener, you got to come meet up at Stoney's Saturday, September 13th. Make sure you follow me on Built Different Group. There'll be more information put on that. I definitely will be sharing it with my Patreon supporters. So if you're not on my Patreon, make sure you get on there. You will learn about it first. But yeah, we need all of the custom Cowboy cars to show up. Shoot your questions up there.
Yeah, or motorcycles for that matter.
Oh, yeah, motorcycles too. 4x4s, low riders, golf carts,
wagons,
any skateboards, anything with wheels, man. Because let's go back to that Sunday morning, early that Sunday morning after you get done with us at the bed and breakfast, we're hopping in to go do the tour around the stadium, right? 5 times.
Absolutely, parade.
And so everybody that shows up that Saturday night before, you're going to be invited to join the parade the next morning, because we're going to get it cracking as we're going to take it around AT&T Stadium 5 times to kick this off. And why else you think we're doing it 5 times?
Yeah.
It's not like we can only do it 2 times.
No. It'll be 6 next year.
Right. There we go. Dylan says we have 5. Exactly. He's picking up what we're putting down. There goes King Sherry. He said, I'm looking forward to staying at Stoney's. Can't wait to see what the place looks like.
We're looking forward to having everybody, man. Y'all come see us. You have a lot of fun here.
Yeah. Stara says Playmakers is her dream. Yeah, it's going down. I heard they're doing some construction over at Playmakers. I don't know. I got to figure that one out. But I think we're looking at meeting up Friday night at Playmakers. So you're definitely invited to come join us up there too as well. It was packed last home opener, before we got our ass handed to us by the Saints. But oh well, we had a good time, that Friday night, and everybody was Michael Irvin even came through late that night, and everybody got to talk to him and take pictures with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward. I'd like to see it go out there.
Yeah, Nicole says, how fun. I need to bring my golf cart down. Yeah, anything with wheels. Anything with wheels. Run, tell that. Tell everybody who has Cowboy vehicles. I know there's going to be it's always like a family reunion every home opener. That's why I always go. It's not because I want to see the Cowboys beat up on the Giants. Well,
yeah,
I do, but
I do,
but I don't.
It's so much fun. It's going to be like I'm sitting here right now, and I can't wait to just get up and go start working on everything. You know what I mean? Just getting it all ready because I know we're going to win that home opener, man. And we're going to beat the Eagles too. So,
yeah, I mean, that's going to be important because those 2 division wins to start off, and I know this division hasn't had a repeat champion in 21 years, Stoney. So,
right.
The fact that the Eagles won it last year, and if we can knock them off on the first game, that automatically decreases their chances of winning the division. There is a lot at stake week 1.
Big time, man. It's the biggest game of the year.
It is. It really is. A lot of people don't understand, it's the first game of the year. And that's why I think the pressure is squarely on defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Because, Kellen Moore, their offensive coordinator, he's a head coach down there in the Saints now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've had turnover at their offensive coordinator. Now, we understand they got a lot of great players over there. But, it looks good on paper like it looks good with Dallas right now. We're just going to have to go up there and make it look good on the field.
They're going to get it done, man. I feel really good about it.
Well, I do too. So last minute questions, get them up there before we get out of here today. Get your stars up. It looks like my girl Megan might be taking the lead on our guy Tony unless somebody drops a big amount of stars. I don't know. That's what King Sharon likes to do, but I don't know if King Sharon is in his star behavior today. So shout out to everybody that gave stars. Top stars today will take home that Tony. We gave away a lot of prizes. We gave away a ton of information on Stoney's house today. I'll share this link back in the comments again. Make sure if you cannot make it and you support Stoney and what he's doing and you love what he's doing, how he's showing his love for his team, then go and show him and hit that donate button. I'll share this link in the comments.
Yes, sir. Appreciate all you guys, man.
Nah, man, we appreciate what you do because, all that work that you're having to put in out there, I mean, you're like doing that around the clock now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, this is what we do all the time. We just keep everything ready here at the museum. We built the bed and breakfast this off season. We try to make it as nice as possible for everybody, and look forward to cooking for everybody for the big breakfast and the parade. And man, there's just so much going on. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about everything.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' time today. Thank you, Stoney Jr., as always. Stoney Jr. behind the scenes, great job with all of their social media. As somebody that's in social media, I can respect his gangster, if I'm saying, on social media because he's really doing it. So shout out to make sure y'all follow Stoney on all his social medias. He's very active over there, especially with Stoney Jr. So I wanted to give him a shout out. But if you're coming to the home opener, you want to click that link. It's in the comments now. Schedule your spend a night. Get your chance to sleep with the stars. That's what we're calling it here today. Sleeping with the stars, baby, because there's so many stars in Stoney's house.
Hey, man, it comes alive at night, Barry.
Oh, yeah, you got your lights you light up and everything?
Oh, man, it comes alive big time, just like the movie. You might walk in here and see the action figures playing. You never know.
Ooh, I cannot wait. I don't think I'm going to get no sleep, man. I think we're just going to be doing video and content and everything. It's going to be exciting, but I'm still looking for those 3 VIPs. So if you support my Patreon, you got a great chance at making it. That's going to be the first place that I'll share it. Thank you to everybody that tuned in today on Facebook, LinkedIn, on YouTube. We appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments. Thank you for everybody that gave stars. You got a last minute right now to throw your stars to try to claim Tony Casillas before we get out of here. Congratulations to all the winners. We're going to keep informing you of stuff like this. All your support actually on Patreon, remember, goes to Official America's Team. That's the only website on the internet sharing stories like our guy Stoney 7 years ago, and now it went from a tour to a bed and breakfast. Man, you're doing big things out there, Stoney.
Thank you.
Any words of wisdom before we get out of here and Dandy Don hits that light switch? Any words of wisdom, Stoney, before we get out of here?
Man, they couldn't win if it wasn't for the fans. God bless all of y'all for being Cowboy fans, and we'll get back to where we need to be. Don't worry, we'll get there soon. We'll get there this year. It's going to be a good year for us, man. Y'all hang in there.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Winning is good for business. This is an exclusive today with Stoney on his bed and breakfast, sleeping with the stars. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next.
Turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night, the party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.